updates on the Nismo. We just screwed up. We were wet sanding and buffing the hatch until we went right through the clear coat and we pretty much screwed it up. So at this point, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna sand the hatch and we're gonna sand the door because they both need to get painted. I would love to remove them and paint them off the car, but it's a lot of work and you know, time is money. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna paint it in this garage, even though I've never painted anything in this garage. It's not a good idea. Obviously I'm gonna mask my entire green car because I don't want it to get oversprayed either. So it's a pain, but we're gonna have to make it work. I want to do it right the first time. We're gonna prep it. Then tonight, later tonight, I'm gonna wait really late, probably like at 7 or 8 p.m. because it tends to be less windy in the evening. So we're gonna shoot for that. And where my garage is set up, the wind just tends to come this way, and it's just, it sucks. So yeah, so let's get to prepping. I'm gonna mask the bottom quarter panels and such, and then we're gonna just go crazy with it. So well, it's time to sand it down. I'm using 1000 grit, so I don't feel like we need a whole lot. And yeah, let's get to it. Whew, we might have to open this garage up because it is a little dusty in here. So, and I think I'm gonna mask the green car now because I don't want to deal with a bunch of dust all over it and stuff like that. So let's go get our masking paper and mask her away. So you can see we already got a bunch of dust. So this might be a little too late. We could have done this body work outside, but oh well. Alright guys, we're gonna move it over on an angle kind of so we have more room for the door. It's kind of crowded in here for painting, so we're gonna slightly move it over and see if it gives us a little room. So we have plenty of space right here now. We've got enough space to paint this door. Yeah, should be pretty good. I'm pretty worried about how dusty it is in here still, so we might dust a lot of shit off. We're gonna mask this car, and then we can go ahead and mask this entire car. I don't know if I'm gonna paint it yet tonight, but at least we'll have them prepped up for tomorrow. All right, we're gonna use this painter's masking plastic. Alright guys, that should be more than enough. This car should be not getting any overspray. And what we're going to do is clean the floor. We're actually going to put this car on jack stands on the other side because we're going to have to lift it off the ground as much as we can because I don't want to spray down and then bring dust off the ground just in case. So need to trace, cut, tape some more, and then she's pretty officially ready to paint. So as much as we wanted to paint the door and the hatch last night, we didn't have enough clear coat for one, and apparently we didn't have enough base coat either. So it was just enough for probably the door, maybe, but I wanted to paint both at the same time and I'd deal with the hassle later masking one or the other. But yeah, so we are on the way on the hunt. We're gonna pick up another few paints that we need for our paint system here in the van. Most of you guys, if you guys don't know, I am a mobile painter, so I paint stuff for a living. Not stuff, it's all automotive, so you know, wheels, calipers and stuff like that. Do it for dealerships, do it for other contracts, do it for private work, and yeah. So we did our first stop. We went to the bus contract account we have. We painted this door right here, which the other day it was very windy. It wasn't a good day, so I got a bunch of dirt and specks in it that they kind of want me to redo it, which is all good. They paid me pretty decently for this, and I have room to repaint it again. So I'm gonna go get some paint and match it to the other door. That's why I'm bringing the other door with me, so I can match it 100%, and they can be happy because these guys take care of me, you know, and then I take care of them. So we're on the way to get the paint for this and the paint for my Nismo, so let's get it, boys. All right, guys, so we just picked up more paint. This is for my paint system in the van: black, orange, yellow, red, and another yellow color. 4 ounces of each. Guess how much it was? $310. Those of you guys that want to pay for paint jobs, realize how expensive this stuff is. This is just colors, by the way. It's just not even. And I have a bunch more. All these are all colors. So, expensive. Alright, we're on the way back to pick up their paint. Alright guys, so this is my little setup. We had to cover the bottom of the garage. We're gonna run 2 small little fans to airflow out. And yeah, so here's the car all masked up. We masked most of the ground. We're gonna do a little bit of primer right here real quick. Let that dry, sand it a little bit, and then we're ready to clean up and shoot it. First pass, it turned out to be alright, not bad. Let me show you. There's the first pass here. And then we got the fade. We're gonna do more on the edge and then kind of fade it in, and that should be good. We are turning the lights off each time we spray because we don't want any bugs attracted to the light. As you can see, they can come to the crack here. So we are trying to avoid that part. Ladies and gentlemen, the car has color on it. We're gonna let it dry for a good 30 minutes and then we're gonna spray the clear coat. I've gotta say, guys, these Harbor Freight fans, they are doing amazing. So I can't even smell paint in here. So the faster it gets out of here, the better, because if we shoot clear coat, that's the crazy part. Clear coat's crazy, so whatever's outside my house, it's gonna get oversprayed. I don't care. We are mixing the clear coat, even though I think I mixed way too much, but it's better to have more than run out of clear coat at mid-action. It is now midnight and I am very tired, but we let the garage air out for a good 30-45 minutes now. So I think it's time to turn these fans off and close my garage door and let it dry for the night. We'll put a heat lamp on these pieces tomorrow and then go from there. But it actually came out, honestly, I am not complaining. First time I painted this garage and it turned out way better than I expected. It probably better than in my booth, to be honest with you. I don't know, we'll see. Let me show you guys real quick. Very minimal specs, by the way, but this thing laid like glass. Check this out. I'm actually amazed. Small speck right there, no big deal. But check this out. Man. Look at this door. A little bit of orange peel, but not a big deal. Again, we did 3 passes on these 2 panels, so we have more than enough clear coat to do. Probably I'm gonna try to do 4,000, 5,000 wet sand, and then just do a small little polish and call it a day. I think they're gonna be just fine. Like I said, we're gonna wait a few days to let this dry, and then we can put the spoiler and stuff back together. So it's next morning. It's 8 a.m. now, and we are ready to unmask this thing. Let's get to it, man. Let's get it. And there you have it, guys. pretty much done. Like I said, it's not perfect, but I'm actually really surprised with how we got that good of a results in this garage that is not even meant for paint. And yeah, I had to save my baby over here. Make sure it doesn't get overspread. We taped it all the way to the ground, so there's no way of clear coat and stuff going inside at all. It's gonna turn out freaking awesome. So I think it looks good. Matches pretty well. Like I said, you just need to clean this, polish all this stuff to make it look shinier, because this is shinier than that now. But other than that, guys, honestly, I can't be too picky, right? A garage paint job, I can't complain, honestly. So, yeah, this is the updates for now. And then for the next video, like I mentioned, we are going to do the reveal on the wheels for the next video. So stick around, and thanks for watching, guys. See you guys in the next one.